Ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome to the stage from the contingent management team, Emma Townsend.
It's really weird. I've actually spoken to you all, which is kind of a bit weird, isn't it? But anyway, hello again. So I'm going to talk to you about events force, Japanese law, and other really, really exciting things. Okay, so the International Events team, so that's made up of 2 people, myself and Rachel. We are staff members that support this project, but we support 3 other projects. So we might not necessarily always get back to you on the same day. It might take a couple of days, especially if you've got quite a unique inquiry. So do bear with us because we support just under 10,000 volunteers. So it's not always feasible to get back to you straight away. As part of that, we do 4 different contingent activities. So again, just bear with us. We try to get lots of people abroad, so sometimes things happen and it means that we can't get back in touch as quickly as you'd hoped. We are the point of contact, so if you email us or you phone, it is us on the end of the phone. We're not robots, so sometimes it's nice if you write hi at the beginning of an email rather than sort of caps. It's a bit scary when we read them. So please just remember that when you're contacting us, we are humans and we're trying to get back to you and we're doing our best. The IST communications is also monitored by the IS support team, so they'll also be answering those queries too. So there's 6 of us that are responding to that email, so hopefully you will get a response quite quickly. We also do payments, so where the people are hounding you at payment dates asking for money, that's a key part of our job. Also, as part of that, we do hardship fund. So we just had a wave back in May, and we're going to have a second one in October. So if anyone wants any more details, please come and find me, and I can talk to you about hardship fund. It's a really good opportunity if you're struggling. There's 2 payments, £150 or £300, and that gets knocked off your next payment. So it's a really good opportunity if you are struggling and you need that support. It is there for you. We also have another fun job. We do insurance. It's not fun. So we use the data that you put in Events Force to get all the insurance cover. So your payments are protected. You will be insured for this trip. If you have any specialist medical stuff, we'll pick that up and we'll talk to you separately once you've put that in. For the additional tours, we are looking at Unity insuring those, and there may be a small additional cost, but we can let you know once we've got these details finalised. Again, this will all be done by email, so do bear with us and we'll let you know once we have an answer. The fun part, not fun, is data, and data is a key part of what you guys need to do. It's really, really boring, and I know, and I hate it, and I get paid for it, but we just need to accept, embrace Events Force. It's not going away, so please just use it, and that will make my life a lot easier and a lot happier. So we have a bunch of deadlines for data collection for payments. I just thought I'd remind you all of these. Again, I'll follow this up in an email. Tent selection. So you've seen the 2 out there? No. Yes. So you need to make your choice by the 14th of July. Then that's it. You can't change. So we have to order them to get them delivered in time for Jamboree. So if you selected with your best friend forever, and she's now not your best friend forever, tough luck. Find someone else. I'm not a counsellor, I do events. So please, think about who you want to share. A lot of boyfriends and girlfriends as well, so think about how much you really like them. That individual tent might start to look a bit more appealing. Payment 3. This is a deadline. don't email me at 9 o'clock at night on the 1st of July telling me you don't know how to make payment. It's a deadline, so you can actually make payment at any point. And I know about 5 or 6 of you already have paid in full. So there is an opportunity, if you're feeling generous or you're a bit flush, that you can pay a little bit earlier if you want. I'm not going to go into too much detail about this because we're running short on time and it is covered later on, but there is an opportunity to add details into the database, and that will be roles, kit and skills. So the stuff that Fee was talking about, and then also a little bit more that Peter's going to talk about later today. But again, the deadline is the 7th of November. Deadline. Thank you, yes. And then finalise passport details and your Tokyo room selection. A couple of you mentioned to me that your scouting name is Dave or Bob, but you're actually called something else legally. We need your legal name. So whatever's on your passport, make sure you put on the details, and that will open at the same time. So as you put your passport details in, you can change your name at the same time. Payment for 5th of January, so Christmas presents, bit of stuff, carol singing over Christmas, great opportunity to fundraise, and straight after Christmas we need paying. And then last payment, 5th of May. That is the absolute last thing you need to do in events for, so it's dead easy. You only have to do that many things and go in events for that many times. It's so easy. Proceed, 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 save. Please do it on time. These are not aspirational dates. These are deadlines. And if you can't make a deadline, it doesn't necessarily always look so good on you. So if you are struggling to make a deadline or you're struggling with the system, email us, give us a call, but please don't ignore it because it's not going away. If anyone watched Games of Thrones where they say winter's coming, it's like Events Force. It's not going to go away. Don't hide in a hut. And thanks. So this is how sad. Every time someone does something wrong in Events Force, this is how I feel. Get you back later. So the second part of my talk doesn't fit at all with the first part, completely separate, but it just saves time. We are working with the British Embassy. So we've been over to Tokyo, we've met with them, and we've had several email communications. So they're supporting us. They know we're going. We're going to be sharing your passport details with them. So if there is any support we need in country from the Foreign Office of the British Embassy, we'll do so. Their website is the best place for information. There's no secret mailing list or anything. So again, we'll be monitoring that. And if you have friends or family that want to monitor this whilst you're away or on the run-up, that's the best place to find that information. And then also they very kindly sent me through some information about Japanese law. So very quickly, just to cover it, they're much less tolerant than we are. So bad behaviour, rowdy behaviour is really frowned upon. And they're very, very strict. So some of the examples I've got is arguing about a restaurant bill. That can get the police called and get you detained. Really. You can be detained for up to 3 weeks, so 28 days without charge. We're not going to wait for you. So just be aware that your behaviour and how you are is somewhat less tolerated in Japan. So the British Embassy kindly gave us 3 examples of things where British people have been detained for 28 days because of this. And I've got to warn you because it's my job. So 28 days you could be in a Japanese prison with horrible miso soup and some other concoctions. And, you know, just to be mindful that, and also bail's very expensive. So things to think about, tolerances and behaviour, because we can't get you out. We have no power, the British Embassy and the Foreign Office have no power. If you've broken a Japanese law, then you have to follow their process. So that's it from me. Thank you very much. Any questions about the database, do come and find me or ping me an email. Just to say, 650 of you got it right for this weekend. Woo! So it can't be, hopefully not too hard to use. All right, thank you everyone.
Thank you. I just wanted. Suck it. Can you hear me now? Yay! Our technical team, they're doing a wonderful job. I suspect I turned it off. I don't suppose it was it was Joker. I just wanted to follow on from Emma with quite a serious point that she can't say, and that is we consider the staff of the association to be part of the team. She was introduced as a member of CMT, and we see her and Rachel as part of the team. Scouts like you and I expect, in fact I demand, that you treat them with respect. We have had a number of instances already of people phoning up the office and shouting and ranting and raving at the staff, often because of mistakes you've made. Now let me tell you a little bit about Events Force. When you open your account on Events Force, we get a time, date and log automatically registers, and any transactions that goes out are immediately captured. So it's all right this week if you phone up and say, okay, I can't work Events Force, talk me through it. That's fine. It's all right for you to phone up yesterday and say, look, I haven't booked in, I can't come. But what it isn't all right is for you to phone the office and say, well, I've tried to get on hundreds of times and I can't get on, and it's the system that... And it's the system that's rubbish, because we know it's not true. Because every time you open your account, we know, and we see all the data. So please, these are not customer service assistants for your less popular bank. These are colleagues. These are scouts, and I expect you to observe the scout law and treat them as you would each other. Enough said.